must do the home. The homework must be done by you. So you should come first in active voice. You and must should also be there. You must do the homework. Option D is the correct answer. Next question. Select the correctly spelled sentence. I will definitely attend the conference. I will definitely attend the conference. I will definitely attend the conference. The correct spelling of definitely is option A. Next question, select the most appropriate synonym of the underlined word I would love to. Organize the farewell party at home. Organize is the word which we should find a synonym of. Option A, derange. Option B, disorder. Option C, arrange. Option D, confuse. So the synonym of the word organize is arrange. Derange is the opposite of arrange. So it's the antonym. Next question, the parts of the sentence are given below in jumbled order. Arrange the parts in correct order to form a meaningful sentence. Option O, as it was the last one of the evening, the city bus was overcrowded and this gave an opportunity to try the pickpockets to try their skill. So the best method to answer jumbled sentences is to check out the options first. Option A, SRPQ, POQ, to try their skill. No, that's not a correct option. A sentence would never start with to try their skill. PSORQ, the city bus was overcrowded to try their skill as it was the last one of the evening. Let's check the other options before finding the correct one. The city bus was overcrowded as it was the last one of the evening, and this gave an opportunity to the pickpockets to try this skill. So it's option B. The city bus was overcrowded to try their skill as it was the last one of the evening. To the pickpockets, and this gave an opportunity. So option B is the correct answer. The parts of this following sentence have been given as options. Select the options that contains an error. Every student in the hostel decided to travel to Delhi to witness the Republic Day parade. So option A, we have to find the wrong, we have to find the error in this sentence. Every student in the hostel decided to travel to Delhi to witness the Republic Day parade. Not option A, Republic Day parade. Option B, to witness the. Option C, decided to travel. Option A, B, C are correct. Every student in the hostel. It would be every student, not students. So student would have been the correct word. So option D is the answer. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom, break a leg. Break a leg. Option A, give advice on maintaining physical health, encourage someone to engage in risky activities, take a short break during work, wish someone good luck before a performance. So the correct meaning of break a leg is wish someone good luck before a performance. And this is one of the most asked idioms in SSC. So it's always better to check out the previous year question papers and to see which idioms has been asked instead of preparing the meaning of all idioms. Given below for the jumbled sentences, again jumbled sentences. Option A, this can turn around to track stars with the rotation of the earth. Observatories are a place to study the space. They are mostly built on mountain tops. Telescopes are placed in dome-shaped roof of the building. So let's check out the options first. B, C, D, A. Observatories as a space to study. Observatories are places to study space. C, they are mostly built on mountain tops. D, telescopes are placed in dome-shaped roof of the building. Option A, this can turn around to track stars with the rotation of the earth. So option B is the correct order. Select the incorrectly spelled word. Allocation, it is correct. Allegation, correct. Aversion, the correct spelling of abysmal is abai, A, B, Y, S, M, A, L. So here it's given I, but the correct word is Y. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment. Raju's job as a clerk seemed to be bad at first because of the low salary, but resulted in something good happening later because it saved him from being unemployed. So we need to find a replacement for the word, substitute for the word resulted in something good happening later. So a boon in disguise, we do not really use the boon in disguise, so it's not the correct option. A jolt, no. So the correct option is a blessing in disguise. It is a really commonly used phrase, a blessing in disguise. Parts of the given sentence are given in jumbled order. So the use of animal research throughout the past century, and it continues to be used to understand many diseases, has been of considerable importance in the field of scientific and medical advancements. So option A, AECDB, or the use of animal research in the field of scientific and medical advancements, and it continues to be used to understand many diseases, has been of considerable importance throughout the past century. So that's not the correct order. It does not make any sense. ECDBA, in the field of scientific and medical advancements, and it continues. That's also not correct option. The use of animal research has been of considerable importance in the field of scientific and medical advancements throughout the past century, and it continues to be used to understand many diseases. So option C is the correct answer. Select the most appropriate option that can substitute the underlined word. If there is no need to substitute, select the word no substitution. Spreading awareness about the rights of the consumers and the relief open to them in case they did not get their money's worth goods and service has been rightly identified as the first priority. So substitute the underlined segment. So the word which we need to find the correct substitute is did not get their money's worth of goods and service. So option A, were unable to get their money's worth. Did not. Option B, no substitution. Option C, did not get their money's worth. Option D, will not get their money's worth. So the option is correct. Option is option A, were unable to get their money's worth. So next question, appropriate options to substitute the underlined word. Pollution levels have increased so largely that they are almost killing us. So the underlined word is increased so largely. And we need to find a substitute. Option A, highly. Option B, slowly. Option C, primarily. Option D, chiefly. So the correct word increased so largely is highly. Pollution levels have increased so highly that they are almost killing us. So the correct option is option A. Next question, identify the most appropriate antonym of the word scary. Bright. Option A, bright. Option B, pristine. Option C, awful. Option D, comforting. So it's very clear that the appropriate opposite word of scary is comforting. So option D is the correct answer. Next question. By this time next year, I will have graduated from college and starting my first job in field of marketing. So we are supposed to find the grammatical error, we are supposed to find which segment of this sentence contains a grammatical error. So option A, in the field of marketing. It is actually correct and without any grammatical error. Option B, starting my first job, which is also correct. By this time of the year, which is also correct. So I will had graduated. We never use will and had together. So option D is the correct answer, and which is the segment that contains the grammatical error. So next question is select the most appropriate antonym of the word in bold. Elizabeth stood at the piano, which did nothing to allay his anxiety. Appropriate synonym of the word in bold, and this is the word we are supposed to find the substitute. The opposite word of allay means to decrease, to reduce or to decrease. So option A is mitigate. No, mitigate is not the correct word. Simplify, we do not use it. Mollify, no. Aggravate. Aggravate is the opposite of ally or reduce. Fill in the blanks from the beginning. Dash the 18th century, the ladies of the European cities covered dash faces in layers of paint and powder. This particular fashion was largely bought dash by the urgent need to disguise the ravages of smallpox, dash that left their face pitted and scarred. During this period, the beauty spot was introduced to cover dash a facial defect. So we need to select the appropriate option to fill the blank number 1 in the following passage. From the beginning, dash the 18th century, the ladies of the European cities covered. From the beginning, let's check out the options. So option A, in, option B, on, option C, off, option D, about. So from the beginning, in the 19th century. So the correct answer is in, that is option A. Next sentence, the ladies of the European cities covered their faces, dashed their faces in layers of paint and powder. So it will be there. Option A. Next, from this particular fashion was largely bought dash by the urgent need to disguise the ravages of smallpox. Option A, within, option B, around, option C, about, option D, to. So 2 is the correct answer. Dash left their face pitted and scarred. Option A, that. Option B, which. Option C, when. Option D, who. So the ravages of smallpox, which. Option is which. WHC, which. WHICH, which. So option B is the correct answer. Next, during the same period, the beauty spot was introduced to cover dash a facial effect. Option A, on. Option B, 2. Option C, 4. Option D, up. To cover up. Option D is the correct answer. So that's all for today.